What's up, everybody? Messes Multiverse, and today we're going to be talking about the final battle of the Tournament of Power. Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching episode 82 of Dragon Ball Super. It was a very solid episode in my opinion, and it had featured a lot of animation we haven't really seen before, and it really jumped out at me as that they're going to stick with this pattern of Dragon Ball Super. You know, maybe during some filler episodes they'll go back to some kind of strange animation tactics at times or art styles, but it seems like they really are trying to improve, which is very good. Now, the final battle of the Tournament of Power is really shaping up to be Goku versus Jiren, which is the grayish purplish alien. I think it's supposed to be gray, but some people say it's purple, that appears in the intro for Dragon Ball Super. Because when Goku battled out with Toppo, which they made Toppo sound like he was going to be one of the strongest, if not the strongest person in Tournament of Power, being that they said he was being scouted as a god of destruction, in little spoilers here and here for the arc. So they really shaped him up like he was going to be this incredible fighter, and he was. I mean, he was able to match with Super Saiyan Blue Goku pretty close. I mean, yeah, he was getting some hits in, but then it seemed like we really didn't find out just the limit of the two fighters, but definitely Toppo was way stronger than anything but Super Saiyan Blue Goku, so that was a very powerful warrior. And at the end, he says, you know, don't get too confident. I know someone who's even more powerful than myself, and his name is Jiren the Gray. Now, Jiren is also a Pride Trooper, and we really don't know too much about him other than in Dragon Ball Heroes, he is made to be kind of this brutal strength warrior. You can play as him if you go to Japan in Dragon Ball Heroes. I believe it's Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm not 1000% sure on that, but and he's all about just brutal power. And this was actually made before episode 82 aired, so it really seems like this guy's gonna be all about this brute strength and power. And he could have a couple techniques that help him. I mean, I hope he does. I hope everybody has some techniques, you know, in this Tournament of Power, but it's really looking like he's gonna be more just about power and speed more than anything else. And then if he's stronger than Toppo, then most likely, almost certainly, he's stronger than Goku in regular Super Saiyan Blue. Now, and that leads us to think, like, what is Goku hiding? Is he hiding something? And the answer to that is, I don't think it can be known, but I think it's really up to how the writers of Dragon Ball Super want to make it. And he could be hiding a new form, because we saw kind of a glimpse of something in the intro where he kind of used this. Some people say it's Kyle Ken, some people say it's a new transformation, but is Goku hiding something? Because, I mean, let's face it, someone stronger than Toppo, and he's not even scared. All he is excited. And now that could be just him being a Saiyan, but I'm just seeing more and more comments of people saying that Goku's personality is off the rail the last couple episodes, that he's gone too far even for Goku. And I explained it in my earlier video how Goku could be classified as a villain if you look at from certain aspects of the word, the dictionary definition of the word villain. I can see why a lot of people are saying that Goku's going through his evolution, or that Super's not writing him as correctly, and maybe he's becoming corrupt, as in like he's a Saiyan warrior and he's going back to his root personality, or maybe it's just the way they're writing Goku for this new saga, which is Tournament of Power. But either way you write it, I'm just going to say it sounds like Goku, if he were to fight Jiren, which is sounding like it's going to be the final battle of the Tournament of Power. And you might not like that I'm saying that, like, oh, we have to at least wait and see how this shapes up, but it's always how it happens. Like, people were saying it was going to be Goku versus Hit, Universe 6 versus Universe 7 fight, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. And it just always ends up being Goku versus the strongest guy. So I really think that this is going to be the final battle, unless they throw some like huge curveball just so we don't see it coming. But I do think this is going to be the final battle. I mean, it's even in the intro. Like, come on, it's even in the intro of Dragon Ball. And I don't want to go in too much detail, like how the fight's actually going to go, because we don't really know much about it. But I will say, if this guy is more powerful than Topo, I definitely think Goku has very little chance of defeating him without a further transformation. Now, that could just be Kaioken, but I'm saying without Kaioken, it really doesn't seem like he's going to be able to fend this guy off for very long. And this guy's just about brutal strength and speed. I think he's going to own Goku, and unless Goku's hiding this new, like, red form, I don't even know what you want to call it, you know, like Sand Rage or Kaioken, one of those three, and maybe he can fight him. Now, another thing is, Goku's obviously not in this fight all alone, so maybe the way that Goku can beat him is with the help of Vegeta, which is definitely something I would love to see. I would love to see a fight that kind of like how they did the merge Zamasu versus Goku and Vegeta, but this time have Jiren versus Goku and Vegeta, and it's like they actually have to work together again without fusing in order to beat this. And this would be something that I've never seen before, not counting movies or anything, that Goku and Vegeta are having to team up to beat a main fighter. And it's like without their individual teamwork, fighting together side by side, there's no way they can win. Now, like obviously, like with the Kid Buu fight, they both fought, but it was kind of like independently, one after the other. And I think the way they should make this is Jiren just absolutely owns both of them, and then they try to do, like, you know, because they're Saiyans and they have pride, they try to fight them one by one, and it just doesn't do anything to help them. Like, they just get absolutely owned, and then they're gonna have to fight together. I think that would be a great way how to do this fight. Now, I don't think that they're gonna do it like that. I just all know I think that that would be interesting, and it's something they haven't done before. But that's another option. So I think in order to beat Jiren, Goku rather has to use a new transformation, has to absolute max out Kaioken like to its maximum amount, or he has to work together with Vegeta. And notice I don't mention anything about the other 8 fighters in Universe 7. That's because if Dragon Ball Super is consistent, then these fighters are practically meaningless in terms of god level characters. There's no way in hell that Gohan or Majin Buu should be inflicting any damage whatsoever on Toppo or Jiren. They're just way too strong. If they do inflict damage, it's an inconsistency with power scaling, and we're just gonna have to accept it for what it is. But I mean, it would be cool. Like, I want them to be able to help. I'm just saying, if Super makes any kind of sense, that they should not be able to hurt them, especially Jiren. I mean, stronger than Toppo, like, that's just too high up. I mean, but all in all, I think this is gonna be a decent fight, but I think that the way they're building up this character, he is going to be about all just brute strength and speed. He'll probably have like a technique or two, don't get me wrong, but I think he's gonna be pretty monotone for the most part. And Goku really doesn't have a chance unless he's hiding something, or he's gonna have to use teamwork. So, but I do think that this is going to be the final fight of the Tournament of Power. I think it's going to come down to Jiren versus Goku, and then maybe Vegeta will be part of that, maybe not, and then I think Toppo will be wiped out somewhere in the process as well. But it could be Toppo and Jiren versus Goku and Vegeta, but I just can't see them really winning that. I think these guys are too strong, especially Jiren. I mean, just say the fact that he's stronger than Toppo is just ridiculous. I hope he has a backstory too. He's not just one of these fighters that's just like, I'm this strong just because I'm this strong. And I understand that eventually they're going to have to do that, no matter what, but they could at least try to throw an explanation. But they probably won't. And I say this in every video I talk about the Tournament of Power, but hopefully Jiren has some personality to him, and it's not just this guy who's just there and he just stares people down. And I had a joke with some of my friends talking about Dragon Ball Super that he's just not gonna like say anything. He's just gonna be dead silent, and he's all he does is just stare you down and fight. Like, he doesn't talk at all. He almost looks like the type of guy who doesn't talk, and he's just kind of there. We'll have to see if that's true or not. Probably not, but that would be very funny if he was that type of character. And but it would be funny, but it would get old pretty fast. I'd rather have something lasting about this guy. In conclusion, I think Jiren can mop the floor with Goku and Vegeta, unless they really work together, or Goku's gonna have to use Kaioken or a new transformation that we have never seen to be any match for Jiren. I do think it's going to be the final fight. I think it's just going to be that Goku cannot fight this guy head on, and he's going to have to find a way how to win. So hopefully Super does a nice job with it. I hope you guys are looking forward to the final battle, which it really looks like it's coming down to. Yeah, we can't say for certain, but I mean, like, if the rest of the series is any indication, this will be the final battle, just based on what they've already told us. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think this is going to be the final battle of the Tournament of Power? How strong do you think Jiren will be compared to Goku, and how will Goku defeat such a foe like Jiren? Let me know in the comments. Like always, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.